Good evening, citizens. Welcome back to Batman Arkham City. Last time we broke down the Riddler's door and totally saved the hostage.
Penguin's jammers are stopping my progress. I need to take them out first.
Except we totally didn't. So, I came all this way for nothing, basically, and now we have to go take out the third of the Penguin's 3 military-grade jammers that are preventing us from getting to the Batcomputer. But, I'm gonna get a little bit more sidetracked first, but we're definitely gonna take that out by the end of the video. The reason I'm coming back over here to the Crankco Toy Company, Crank Company Toys? Crankco Toys. Yeah. That's actually the Crankco Toys, that bear you may have noticed on the logo. That's actually the bear that Bane had to keep him company while he was in the Santa Prisca prison, the one he named Osito. You may have noticed there were, when we went in to talk to him, there were a bunch of those bears all on the ground. And, pretty much when he was a kid locked up in that prison for his father's crimes, the bear was the only one who was there to keep him company when he was growing up. So, maybe it kind of makes sense that he would wind up there.
That's the one place to throw away the key. Yeah, that'll work.
Stupid or what? Remember those guys with the bombs?
Oh, I only just got here. I was off taking a leak.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So, this is pretty tricky. There's a remote-controlled shutter over there. We can put it down, and if you look at it, there is a dot on it in detective mode. You might be wondering, well, where's question mark? Yeah, it's on the back of this billboard. Yeah, good luck finding that one.
Why? Guess he's trying to cut off Joker. This place gets more dangerous every minute.
There's a couple trophies here that we can't really do anything about yet. That one down there requires some upgrades, and this one, off the top of my head, I can't find the other pad connected to it, so I'm pretty sure I just leave this one where it is. Even if I do look around for it for a second, it's probably really close by. I just didn't notice it. So we're actually going to head back towards the museum, the subway area where they took this. Well, they took the other jammer underground, and the only way to get underground is to go through the subway. And the subway entrance is coincidentally located pretty much right across from the museum entrance. But while we're on our way over there, there is a we can take a picture of the Ace Chemicals building, which, well, depending on who you talk to, may be where the Joker came from. Part of his backstory at points is he was the Red Hood at one point who was trying to rob the Ace Chemicals building, and, well, Batman may or may not have knocked him into a tank. Things happen, right? Free flow power gadgets is pretty neat, if a little unwieldy to use. If you ever reach the point where you're doing a ×12 combo, next time you use a quick-fire gadget, it's going to be powered up. Depending on which gadget you use, that's going to have different effects. And I'll actually be able to show it off down here in a second.
To sign up with Penguin, or are you just chicken? It's the Bat.
Each one does something a little bit differently. For instance, the combo battering, if you use that in free flow mode, it'll actually work just like the combo battering in the last game where it'll throw out 3 at once. It's not always very useful, but it's kind of useful. The remote electric charge, if you use that, it will send out a sort of a chain shock that'll hit the main person and anybody next to him. There's the combo battering. But yeah, if you shoot the remote electric charge, it'll hit whoever's constantly next to the guy, and it kind of arcs from there. It's really useful when you have a lot of enemies with weapons or another enemy type we haven't seen yet.
This place, Arkham City, my ass.
We've lost a camera in Sector 1.
There's another Catwoman trophy here that we just won't be able to do anything with for a while. But something I passed by earlier, or at least I remarked on last video, is there's a Titan container down here. And we'll be able to take that. Luckily right now it's not guarded at all. A lot of the other times if you come by here, all these armed guards will actually be watching the Titan canister. And if you can get to it without them watching it, it makes it a lot easier.
Sent him down underground to set up another comms disruptor. Guess he's still trying to screw with Batman.
Every time Penguin powers up those things, my cell stops working.
Of course it does. It blocks all communications. The clue is in the name.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, that's all.
Figures out. I can't control.
And so with that knocked out, we've only got 4 containers remaining. At this rate, we'll be done in no time. There's another set of these glide back and forth pressure plates on the walls. This one's pretty easy. Well, I guess I think they're easy. I've heard some people having some trouble with them, but I think that's mostly controls as compared to actual difficulty. It's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But you land on the last one.
Don't shoot! Look out, it's fixed!
Take out a guard here, take out a guard there. There were a couple more trophies over here I wanted to grab real quick. One of them requires some fun use of the remote battering. So there is a pressure question mark over here that you have to guide the battering through this series of vents to. Once you reach this open area here, you actually have to do a U-turn, or if you can turn it around fast enough, that'll work too. And then you just have to guide it right up here. If you're not used to controlling the battering, it can be a little bit tricky. But luckily, that's the only one you have to hit.
Bane get to be in Arkham City.
And then over on the left, there's just an explosive wall. You knock that down and you're in. Meanwhile, the subway entrance is right down here on the under that glass ceiling, but with the armed guards around, it can be a little bit dicey getting in there, but with them both facing the wrong way, it gets significantly easier. So we'll head down and see what's going on.
Penguin sounded pissed.
Batman's been screwing with his plans.
Do those things even work underground? I read the manual. It never said anything about working underground.
Yeah, they work.
If you say so.
Since when have you been all about reading anyway?
I read.
Porn don't count.
Screw you.
There's actually quite a few things we could be doing underground if we had access to the cryptographic sequencer, but until we get those jammers taken out, we won't be able to do much. Something I haven't shown off is you don't always have to rip those off the walls, those vent covers off the walls anymore. If you slide into them, they'll open instantly, but that'll also be loud. So if you're in one of those Predator rooms, it might not be the best thing to do. On the wall, we have a billboard for the Vicki Vale show. As mentioned before, she is Gotham's most trusted name in news, and she has her own radio show. It's actually not necessary to go through these grates right now. It'll happen a bit later, but you don't have to worry about it right now. That's actually where the vent is for it.
I'm telling you, it's him.
Can't be.
It is. Look again. He looks big, right?
How can it be the same guy? And even if it was, how did Penguin get it?
I don't know, but I'm sure it is. It's even got a name.
Solomon Grundy? Stupidest name I ever heard.
That's the thing you can hear in the museum. You know, Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
You may be right.
Sounds like the Penguin has a friend for us to play with, and that's probably not good for us.
Look out, it's the Bat!
I don't get a chance to show off the blade dodge takedown here, but I'm pretty sure it happens in this video. I'm not real sure, it might. But there's another Titan canister for us to take out here, so we'll take care of that, and then we'll make our way towards the last jammer. Well, right after we get another perspective puzzle. You notice the dot here on the left, but on the right is a backwards question mark. If you look in the mirror, well, everything turns up the right way, right? You actually can't through this cable car, so I get a little bit turned around. There's another trophy for Catwoman up there that, you know, since she doesn't have the remote electrical charge, she has to just climb above the shutter.
You heard Penguins. Batman's on the way.
Good. I always wanted a chance to go up against that freak.
But I thought he wanted us to drag this thing over to the Joker.
He did. I guess Batman's made him change his plans.
Who cares? Kill Batman, drag this thing to Joker, turn it on, and go back to Cobblepot as heroes.
What? Just like that? Kill Batman.
Yeah, I'm not scared. He's nothing. Just some idiot in a costume. He's nothing.
Man, nothing is about to hurt the hell out of these guys. If you're quick, you can actually take out these two thugs up here on the catwalks pretty quickly. Lucky for me, I'm quick.
Give it your best shot.
There is one thug here who's a Riddler informant, so I'd like to keep him up for last if I can.
Let's see what runs out first.
With them trying to investigate the one body that's down, I'm actually going to put the Sonic Batarang to use. Last time we picked up the Sonic Shock upgrade, which makes it so either if we detonate it with somebody nearby, or if you hit somebody with the Sonic Shock Batarang, it'll knock them out instantly if they've got a heartbeat monitor. Well, watch this.
This is no good. He won't wake up.
I've lost one of you idiots. Let's end it there.
That's another Riddler challenge complete, so all we have to do is take out the
Damn it, he's out cold.
take out the last guard who's not glowing green, and we'll have our interrogation suspect at our mercy.
He's making us look stupid. How's he doing it? Shut the hell up. We need to keep looking or we're all dead. Show yourself, chicken.
I've got a lovely one-armed mercenary up here just waiting to come down and teach you lot what it means to fail me. Shall I let him out of his cage?
It's actually pretty important to take these guys out before you try to break the jammer because, well, every time you smash one of the screens it makes noise. And making noise just means they'll come and say hi to you that much quicker.
I know you work for Riddler.
Ow! I mean, yes! Please, don't hurt me. I'll tell you everything.
There was never any doubt in my mind.
With those jerks out of the way, let's break the last of the Penguin's toys.
That was the last jammer. I should be able to get into the museum now.
Before we go too far, there's a couple toys to pick up here, one of which is this trophy down here. There's a poster on the wall for Santa Prisca, location of the, well, the prison where Bane got his venom from. And then there's another one of these fuse boxes. This one you can actually just hit with the remote electrical charge and that'll take it out. No need for electrified batarang or anything like that. Easy enough. There's a couple more trophies in this room, but I don't believe there's any more we'll actually be able to get right now, so we'll come back for it later. For now, I'm actually going to start grabbing the cryptographic range and power upgrades, because we will be needing those later for some different Riddler trophies. Because, of course we do.
What the hell is happening down there? Hello? Is someone gonna answer me? I'll give you one simple task. Stick up a couple of freaking machines. And what? You couldn't even get that right? I hope Batman broke every bone in your stupid bodies. I hope you're lying there, desperately trying to breathe through fractured ribs and punctured lungs. And if you're not, oh, you better summon up whatever strength you've got left and run. Because after I'm done with the Bat, you're all next.
So, this room's a little bit different.
What starts with a tick and ends with a shock?
Anytime you see these kind of blast doors, you're entering a Riddler challenge that will actually kill you if you're not properly prepared for it. These 3 trophies seem like a really nice haul, but if we go ahead and try this challenge, we actually don't have the upgrade we need to survive it. As soon as you hack that security console, the door closes behind you and then the floor electrifies. So I believe there are only 2 of those in the game, but it's sort of different to actually see a, well, Riddler challenge that will actually kill you. I like it. It's a little bit of a tease because we can't get him yet, but it's still nice to see that the Riddler's still trying. Now that the Penguin's jammer's been taken out, we can fully use our sequencer again to unlock these security panels. And unlocking this panel will actually open up all those doors blocking off access to this room. There is another security panel back here, but we actually don't have the codes we need yet.
This panel is protected using Tiger encryption protocols. I can't decrypt it without access to the master control program Strange uses.
It's going to be quite some time till we get that. So, I mean, we'll get it when we can. But for now, I believe there's a prisoner, or at least a hostage, waiting for us. And I kind of want to go get him before we take care of the Penguin. Just because if I get enough trophies for the next riddle, I just want to get out of the way. It's personal preference for me. It'd be really convenient to go to the museum right now, but I'm easily distracted. I'm sorry. I'm doing this all post commentary. I can't explain myself. There are a couple side missions though.
Tiger Command, this is Air Tiger 7. We are approaching the designated location. The alleyway is empty. Thermal scans show no activity. Hold on. There's a body. It appears to be naked. Heat traces. Not been dead long. Oh, jeez. It looks like someone's cut off his face.
Most unusual. Continue with your patrol, Captain. None of the inmates match this MO. I presume it to be merely a territorial dispute. A message, perhaps?
Affirmative.
I mean, you can't just drop that and expect me to not go look at it. I'm sorry.
You said Batman couldn't get past the jammers.
I did. I don't know how he did it. Penguin said it's impossible.
Great. So Batman's on the way, and I'm guessing he'll be pissed at the boss.
Chill out. Penguin's always got another... What the?
I didn't actually hit that camera. I guess it got broken, or the batarang something got in the way of the batarang. Oh well. I wanted to, though.
He's too chicken to face me.
I'm pretty sure this is when I actually let one of the thugs pick up the knife just to show off the blade dodge takedown, because I really like it. It is super useful. Basically, instead of just holding back the counter button, if you sort of counter in between each swipe, you take out the guy instantly. If you're dealing with different kinds of henchmen, it's a good way of taking out a tough enemy with almost zero threat. It's amazing and I love it. Joker sent us a new voicemail. You remember we have his, he has our phone number now. That'll be at the end of the video, and probably after this one I'll start tossing in some different interview tapes. Because last video we finished off Two Faces interview tapes. We went for number 5, and each inmate usually gets 5 interview tapes.
What Sharp had on the city council that made him so damn powerful?
There is another Riddler trophy I'm going to grab here real quick. This is one of those ones where you have to jump on all these different platforms without touching the ground. But I'm not sure if it's a bug or an oversight or just otherwise thinking. If you got the grapnel accelerator, you can launch yourself up in the air, and then you can land on the other one. There's another gadget we'll get later that lets us kind of hover off the ground, but it's a good way of getting around it for now.
I should scan the crime scene to determine the cause of death. The victim's face has been removed and the head wrapped in bandages. There have been 3 murders in Gotham over the last month with the same MO. The press have nicknamed the killer the Identity Thief. If he's now in Arkham City, I need to track him down and stop him. The attack left the victim bleeding profusely. The murderer is likely to have trace elements of the blood on them without realizing. I'll filter the scanner to track the victim's blood particles. That should lead me to the last person to see the victim alive. Maybe even the killer himself.
So, much like in the first game, we've got a little trail to follow. But this one takes us right through a group of thugs. So, we'll go ahead and take care of them on the way there, just because it's good to be thorough, right?
Wayne, if Penguin hasn't got him, Joker's already finished him off.
Oh, look out!
Target Batman is engaged in combat. Multiple inmates.
There's some kind of fight going on over
This particular group of thugs can actually be a little bit threatening because there are some guys under the bridge back there who come up and they've got guns. This is one of the spots where the combo disarm and destroy comes in really handy. Because if somebody has a gun in hand and you do that move, that gun gets taken to pieces. It's really useful. If you run into one of those spots where a thug maybe has got one of those gun cases open and you don't want him to be able to shoot at you, this combo move is extremely useful. It's actually not the last time we'll find something that's really good to destroy either. Aside from knives and guns, there are multiple things now to break, and rest assured I'll be breaking every single one of them.
Batman is cleared.
I am not answering that phone. I am not going to, and you can't make me. I really thought about it. It was really tempting, but I'm on the murder trail. I can't answer phones right now. I am going to stop and scan this though. There's the Tiger Inmate Behavioral Analysis Unit, which is where Dr. Strange takes some of his more promising suspects.
Why did you kill him?
It wasn't me. I'm not a killer. I'm a plumber, for God's sake. You've got to believe me.
I don't have to believe anything. Tell me what you saw.
There was this guy. He dropped the body there. He was weird looking. You won't believe me, but, well, he looked like Bruce Wayne.
What?
I know. Someone must have got to him. He was covered in cuts and bruises, but I'm sure it was him. The poor guy must have had a target the size of Gotham City painted on him. Looked like he'd been attacked by pretty much everyone in Arkham.
There may be more victims of the Identity Thief in Arkham City. I should look out for them.
So, this quest actually kind of stands out as one of the ones that doesn't make itself particularly known when you can advance it. There are a couple murder victims around the area that we'll be getting to as we progress through the story, but unless you go to the exact right spot, you might not actually realize where they are. But never fear, I have some reference pages for the side quests and where to go, and I'll be getting them as we go. I want to say at that point I was really considering getting that Riddler trophy connected to those question mark signs, but I got places to be. I'm a very important person. And actually, if you've noticed that little puff of smoke, our buddy's back.
Are you the one the prophecy spoke of?
As I mentioned before, on this save file, I actually didn't get the guy on top of the building adjacent from the courthouse when I was going through. So that's actually, that's number 2. Originally, the one on top of the Ferris wheel was number 1 in this run.
Stuffed full of cash.
But yeah. So we'll go back by the church. There's a few things I want to grab here, and I will. We passed by this trophy earlier because we couldn't do anything with it, but I'm going to go ahead and open this one up now. There's also one of these nice little do not enter areas. These are put around the perimeter. Basically, there'll be something in the area to keep you from going there, either an automated gun or an electric floor, but in this case it's pretty easy to take out. All we have to do is break that fuse box and the floor goes off, and then we just blow our way in. These big doors, those big blast doors, actually do lead outside of Arkham City, but, well, we can't go there, because, well, we don't want to. We got things to do here first. But this time, let's really save this, this hostage. I mean, for real this time.
Roll up, roll up! It's time for my latest game!
It's important to note that if you think the Riddler's going to play fair, you don't know him very well at this point.
Help me!
All you need to do is keep your eyes on the prize.
It's essentially a shell game. It's really easy to actually track the shells, but, well, I mean, Riddler doesn't use the shells, so you shouldn't either.
Take your pick, Batman.
If you do, you definitely get the wrong one, and that's bad.
Shall we see if you were right? What? No. How did you do that?
Batman, over here! Get me out of this thing!
If you pick the wrong one, the hostage will die. So, best not to do that.
You're safe now, Officer North.
Thank you. I thought I was gonna die back there.
Riddler gave you a code, right?
Yeah, it's 860120. He said something about it helping you.
It will. Stay here.
Is someone trying to locate a hostage before they found enough of my secrets? I hope not.
So we don't have enough for the next reel yet, but we'll get there before too long.
There's no way you could have solved that one, Batman. Even I couldn't. You must have cheated. Consider this a warning. From here on in, it gets harder.
Please join me next time when we actually go into the museum, and I mean for real this time. For real. Not for play.
You have one missed call.
Ring, ring. I was just remembering when it first occurred to me. It was about 6 months after you left me on that rooftop back at the asylum. As the bones knitted back together, I had plenty of time to think. So how do you keep a secret from the world's greatest detective? Well, do you know? It's easy. You stick it right in front of him, right under his long, pointy nose, and wait.